RIP MagSafe, RIP HDMI cable, RIP USB 2.0, RIP USB 3.0, RIP SD card slot, RIP CD. Hey, what is up guys, it's Adit here, and on Thursday, Apple announced a bunch of new MacBooks, well actually 3 new models for the MacBook Pro line. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at everything that you guys need to know about Apple's brand new MacBooks. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so they basically announced 3 new MacBook Pros. One which shipped on Thursday, the launch day. Number 2, which is shipping later this year. And number 3, which is also shipping later this year. Basically, with these 2 older MacBooks that are shipping later this year, you get the Touch Bar on the top with Touch ID. And if you don't know what the Touch Bar is, I'll explain it later in this video, so stay tuned. But for number 1, it doesn't include the Touch Bar, and it only includes the normal function keys. And it basically has all the speed upgrades, just not the Touch Bar and Touch ID. Another thing that Apple did was they discontinued the 11-inch MacBook Air because the 13-inch would just replace it, and the 12-inch would be a normal size form factor. And with that being said, I have the 12-inch right here, and the 11-inch wasn't that much smaller, so they decided that maybe they should just discontinue it and have the 13-inch MacBook Air their only Air model. Okay, so in the beginning of the video, I said I would come to the Touch Bar, and now is the time. So basically, with the Touch Bar, they actually put, instead of the function keys, they replaced it with a screen that can adapt to apps on the screen, and it can adapt like Final Cut Pro. You can go through your timeline while using, and at their demonstration, they had somebody use Logic Pro X, and which is Apple's music application, and they had him do some DJing using only the Touch Bar with one hand, which was actually pretty awesome. And it also includes Touch ID, so if you want to pay for something, you can actually just put your fingerprint and it will pay for it with Apple Pay, or you can unlock your Mac, which is the one that surprised me most, with Touch ID. So with the design of the laptop, not too much changed, but actually they did make it so much slimmer and smaller, and they reduced the bezels around the side of the screen to make it more thin and a bigger, wider screen. And they also made the trackpad about 2 times bigger. So Apple introduced on this new MacBook, they took out all the ports as you guys saw in the beginning, but they introduced 4 Thunderbolt and 4 USB-C ports. Basically, Apple believes that USB-C is the future, so they introduced 4, not just 1 like they have on the 12-inch MacBook. So basically, that's all the ports, and they also have a headphone jack. So they also bumped up the price by $200 for the starting model. So it's $1,499, I believe, for the normal one, just with the speed upgrades and audio, no touch bar or Touch ID. And moving up, we just have the $1,799 13-inch Touch Bar and Touch ID. And then we have the 15-inch one, $2,099, I believe, for the Touch Bar and Touch ID. And then you can always upgrade them by adding them with Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro X, and a bunch of other stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click here to subscribe and click here to watch my last video. And yeah, that wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.